Aaron, turn yourself up. They don't know how to turn themselves up. Yeah, it's very fun waiting with the delay. Oh, I just paused the video. There we go. That works. Yes, we are in Juno Kinney's. Thank you. That is much appreciated. On the bright side, I did figure out that you can't just pause the video. Which is something that I functionally knew that you could do. I just didn't process that that's what I needed to do.
We're killing it.
Yeah. Did we send out a message in Discords that we were live? We should do that. Let people come in, hang out with us. Oh, yeah, folks, does Aaron have good voice rights? Can you hear them?
Hello? I have had a few issues with quietness on this microphone while recording, so...
The best Q&A we've ever done.
How is this volume? Is this any better?
Oh, well, you're louder for me.
Yeah, that's what it's saying on Streamlabs.
Oh, yep. Y'all can hear Aaron now?
I get rights.
Aaron writes. Yeah!
It's a fucking miracle.
Aaron voice right.
I don't deserve them, but I do have them now.
You do have them. Voice right. Yeah.
Absolutely not. I will not be giving Rory tall rights. Can you imagine
Now,
how terrible that would
it's
be?
a good proposition. Tall Rory is something that is so near and dear to my
Why are you
heart.
talking? Stop talking.
Aaron doesn't want to hear it, but that's fine because I want to talk about it.
I'm the creator of Rory. I think I can tell you right now, we're no tall Rory.
In this essay, I will explain why Tall Rory is an absolute masterpiece. First of all, more space to fit Bastard into.
But then the Bastard won't be as condensed and chaotic and Bastard is.
Bold of you to assume that Rory has any level of Bastard that is less than infinite. Rory just does things, and she's valid. But boy howdy, does she do things. I agree. Plenty of place for rage and bad decisions.
That's just me.
I know this. We all know this.
Bad. Tall Rory, it just feels morally incorrect. It is a hate crime, I believe.
I mean, this is, we'll call this creative differences.
I believe Tall Rory is a crime against humanity. And I am correct.
Okay. Cool. I think Tall Rory is a gift and is something that can be so special.
You saw what now?
Oh, that's fun.
What if I bring heels next time? We cosplay Tanner and Rory together.
Do it.
But I have like 8-inch stilettos for some goddamn reason. They don't even fit me. Simp.
I will be pursuing.
Well, if you have words to say them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say words for sure. First of all, thank you to folks for listening to episode 1. I've not checked today, but we're somewhere close to 100 listens of episode 1, which is insane.
Here, I can pull it up right now. I have the Anchor app. 91 plays.
91 plays, which is in a week, which is mountains more than I think I was expecting.
In total, including all of the trailers, we've had 238 total plays.
Which, so first of all, thank you to who has listened to our first episode. That's crazy. Especially because it's Knife Roomba.
Knife Roomba?
I'm actually Knife Roomba sexy. I'm so happy that we can talk about Knife Roomba now. Yes, on topic, Knife Roomba sexy confirmed. First of all, knives sexy. We do
sexy.
support this. See, this is where I get into a little bit more of a debate with myself. Knives, definitively sexy. Roomba. Does the knives I think make it sexy. I don't think it's sexy on its own. And that's my take. I'm still waiting for the Roomba to be named.
Yep, that's on the engineers.
It is.
Evil robot's very sexy, actually. But are Roombas inherently evil, or does that come with the power rush of having knives duct taped to you?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I will be keeping my eyes out, excuse me, for any Knife Roomba names. Because I'm very excited.
This is open to everyone. Please tweet your ideas for names for the Knife Roomba.
If it's good enough, I will start including them in episodes. That is a guarantee.
Yeah. We do have a Knife Roomba Twitter. I should start using that more.
We do have a Twitter for the Knife Roomba. Why? I raise you. Why not?
It's been a very long time working on the profile picture, so...
Yeah. Mind you, Knife Roomba, not a reoccurring character.
Yet. No, they're in love.
Let's not say that. No.
They're in love, actually. Knife Roomba and Lab Skeleton, partners.
No, they're absolutely in love. That's, sorry folks, there is only one romance in the Hades Project, and that is Knife Roomba and the Lab Skeleton, which actually we kind of just mentioned and did not explain at all, which is very good. So I'm gonna explain it now, just so it's out in the world somewhere.
I think we should also probably maybe just actually get it in maybe canon too. Might be.
Who needs canon?
Alright.
But just in case anyone comes back and watches this, season 2 Return on the Knife Roomba. Now there's a thought. But yeah, so the Lab Skeleton is of course the child of Dr. Malpolicious. It is legitimately just one of those skeletons that you see, the learning ones that you see in a classroom. Except naturally they hung it. Yeah, so naturally they just hung it up inside of the lab on a spaceship, and Mal gives it a different name every single day.
Isn't it hanging out of a hole on the ceiling?
I believe it is. Yes.
Yeah.
It is hanging out of a hole.
You do have to high five the Lab Skeleton every time you enter or leave the lab, or you get cursed, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'd like to return to the season 2 Return on the Knife Roomba.
It will happen.
Season 2 has not fully been written yet.
It will happen.
I personally can neither confirm nor deny if Nakamura will make a return. But as of current, it is not a reoccurring character.
I can confirm it will become a reoccurring character.
Yes, bringing the lab skeleton offerings is, of course, appreciated.
And encouraged.
Yeah, of course. What else would a skeleton in a lab want but offer? Speaking of which, that lab goes through so much. They've already been through so much in the first episode.
And it only gets worse from here.
Yeah. So if you are a fan of any of the scientists in the Hades Project, or if you're just a fan of science in general and you think lab safety is important, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we definitely went for comedy on our first episode, but there is a reason that it is marked as sci-fi horror in our bio.
Yeah, I think the beginning of the Hades Project really doesn't touch on the horror.
No.
And yes, we have marketed ourselves as a horror podcast, but it really does start to hit later on in the season, and particularly as we move on in the seasons, we get a lot more of those horror elements.
We do.
So it's definitely gonna build. It's gonna build a lot, which is gonna be really fun, I think, because we get to start with a knife Roomba.
Yeah. Hey, Britt.
Oh, hi, Britt. Love you. Yes, it is scary because of Aiden.
Aiden too pretty. I'm in love. Pretty lady scary.
Exactly. Pretty lady scary. Tanner actually doesn't offer the lab skeleton anything. And yes, this is a bold choice on their part.
This is why they have so much trauma.
Sure. That's why.
It's the lab skeleton
no,
curse.
Tanner, it is, sure. That's what it is, Tanner is cursed. The lab. That's what it is.
Yep.
No other thing.
Yes, correct.
Not at all.
Yes.
Pretty lady.
Pretty lady scary. The only reason anything bad happens in the Hades Project is because the entire crew has ADHD and or just doesn't believe in worshipping the lab skeleton. So they all just get cursed because they either forgot to give an offering to the lab skeleton or they just didn't on purpose.
Yeah. Which, is everyone's favorite.
Tanner, do this all.
It is not Tanner's fault when things happen in the lab.
Most of the time.
All I will say.
Most of the time.
It is never Tanner's fault.
No. Let's not say that.
Tanner is... They're such a fun character. Tanner decidedly does not give the lab skeleton offerings, and I'm sorry to anyone who wants them to.
I will make sure that Tanner gives at least one offering before the end of the journey. Call it character development.
We'll see.
Unless
we will see about that.
we will see Tanner give the lab skeleton an offering. This is what you get for letting me help write this.
Listen, I gave everyone the opportunity 2 weeks ago to write a Tanner monologue, and they sure did cash in on that opportunity.
I think I should.
But it won't be happening again, not for a long time.
I think I should make Surfer Catboy Tanner the notification sound for
you just said,
people.
You said so many words.
I think I should make...
There's no context for the words you just said. I want you to know that.
Can I...
That is not...
Can I
You're gonna
figure out how to play it on here?
I don't know. I think that one should be a Patreon exclusive.
Or I could make it an alert sound on Twitch so that if people follow or subscribe to us, they hear that.
Of all of the things I've said, you're going with that?
Well...
No.
I could. And I could do different ones for different...
A Patreon tier name? That's gotta be the highest tier. We add a higher tier and it's just Surfer Dude Catboy Tanner.
Don't test me.
There are no extra bonuses besides the name.
That name, yep.
Yeah.
It's not even any more expensive. It's just there. It's just an option.
In fact, it's the cheapest. It costs 1 cent a month.
Oh god.
Chat, would you pay 1 cent a month
I would
be a patron under the name Surfer Dude Catboy Tanner?
I would pay $20 a month to be a patron under the name Surfer Dude Catboy Tanner.
Right. Naturally.
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 Alternatively, could also do my collage of Tanner telling Rory to shut up for an alert.
You're just so you have so many ideas.
I do.
So many ideas.
And once we have a couple more episodes, I think once we finish season 1, I will be going through all of the episodes and takes for the episodes and editing together, Tanner size. It's just like 20 minutes of Tanner sighing.
It's gonna be a very long clip.
Yes. Yes.
That is unfortunate because not only does Tanner sigh a lot, like it's written into the script a significant amount of times, and I do it when it's written in the script, but I also just sigh when it's not in the script.
This is true.
So there's probably triple the amount that are written in the scripts. Not to mention the fact that I probably do somewhere between 4 to 8 takes of every line because I'm indecisive.
Yes, it will take me probably a couple of days at least to edit. But I will do it. I even if we didn't have a Patreon, I would probably do it anyways because I personally need this in my life.
I'm so glad everyone loves the character I voice act for all of the reasons that I love them.
Tired.
And
Yay.
not the other reasons. Oh, besides Rory and Tanner, who are y'all's favorites? That's a hard fucking question. I swear it changes every day. Every single time I edit and I listen to lines, I am just always so filled with joy, no matter who it is.
I can confirm.
I have to resist the urge. Yeah, I have to resist the urge every time I hear a new character speak. Just text Aaron and be like, I fucking love this character! But as of right now, I just finished editing episode 2, so that's on the brain. I am in love with Chaos Squad plus Mal right now. So Rory, Lucian, and Mal, they hold my heart. They are so fucking funny, and the way that episode 2 is written is amazing.
Mal, my beloved, I am physically incapable of picking a favorite. I mean, obviously, Lucian's always going to have a soft spot in my heart.
Yay.
No, you. Yeah, I hate it here. But honestly, all of the characters, like, this sounds like such a cop-out, but all of the characters are so great for so many different reasons that I really I can't pick a favorite.
Yeah, it's true. We're already both really indecisive.
This is true.
Yeah, and honestly, if I'm being honest, Tanner is not, like, my favorite character. Like, because I voice act for them and because I've developed so much of their character, I know all of their flaws. And it is exhausting. But yeah, I agree. All of the characters are so wonderful, and the development of them has been really wonderful, and especially getting to hear them like voice acted and brought to life is the best thing.
It really is.
And, like, there really is a reason that I have to resist the urge to send a message every time I'm editing. Because I really do just, like, I am filled with serotonin immediately as soon as I start editing. It is amazing.
Yeah, I definitely agree that, like, Rory is definitely probably not even close to one of my favorite characters, because I have developed so much of her character myself, and she's just so stupid.
Yeah. Oh. It's also the fact that I've put so much of myself into her and recognizing that, and also I constantly question everything I do. So I'm always questioning if I'm taking her story on the right route for her. But it's been almost a year since we started working just on Hades in general, and since Rory was developed and, like, the Hades story was developed to the point that it is now, and I'm pretty happy with where she is, but she is definitely not my favorite.
Now who's the gay ass?
But yeah. My God. But yeah, overall, it really is just super fun to work with all of the characters.
It is also you. Don't lie to me.
No. Really though, I know we went into this project being like, okay, we're gonna have to focus on a few characters and not develop some as much. And as we go through it,
you know, actually,
yeah, because there is a huge cast of characters. There's a lot of people to keep track of, and it's a lot.
Not to mention, like,
but
not everyone wants their character to be main.
Yeah.
Or like a part of the whole story. Like,
right.
A lot of characters have set endings already. Some don't. Some characters have their entire storyline written out already, some we're still developing. It's really just...
yeah.
Something we're taking along the way. We're figuring out along the way.
Yeah. Furry friends. Apologies yet again for my video quality. I am so sorry to anyone who has to watch.
Is it the video quality, or did you take off your glasses, hon?
I mean, I know my quality is bad regardless.
It's not blurry, it's just choppy. Huh.
Oh, fine.
It may be something with my internet.
Is it blurry for other people? It's a mystery. Guess we'll never know. Oh. Never mind. Cool. That might just be, your service then. Good. And yes, again, apologies for my choppy video. It's not gonna be good.
It's better than if it was your laptop.
Yeah. If we were running on my laptop, it would be decidedly worse.
1 frame an hour.
Everyone's favorite. Yeah, does anyone have any other questions they're burning to ask? If not, I will just keep talking about name things. That's valid. I also have shitty Wi-Fi. I feel it. And I live in an apartment, and it's the Wi-Fi is from our complex, so I don't get a choice. It's shitty Wi-Fi or nothing.
The amount of times they've just gotten yeeted off call.
Why is Tanner so short? So first of all, making assumptions about a character, rude. But second of all, they're so short because Rory is incredibly tall. Rory just absolutely towers over Dr. Tanner, and this is fact.
Incorrect. Absolutely not.
This is coming straight from me. Rory just absolutely towers over Tanner.
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Both Tanner and Rory are just short. But Tanner is a little bit taller because I cannot physically handle Rory being taller than Tanner.
No, in all seriousness, we do have these images of how we see the characters because we've developed them so hyper specifically. But we're in the podcast world now. People can think of them however they think of them, which is actually kind of really fun. Which could lead to things like Tall Rory, which Aaron does not support.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna throw something in the podcast because I can't handle having people think Rory is tall. Everything else is up for interpretation. Go for it. Go stupid. Go crazy. She's short. Full stop.
You heard it here first, folks. Rory is absolutely so fucking tall. I'm talking like 6 foot.
No. I mean, you're right, but I have to try.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I'm really excited to see the way people interpret her character. Stop talking, please. Stop talking.
No, I agree. I am also very excited to see how people. I'll just leave Aaron to have a crisis. I'm very excited to see how people interpret the characters as well. The minute any single person makes some form of art of these characters, I will shed a tear. Probably multiple. And the fact that that's even a possibility is already making me want to cry. I'm just very excited.
Out of curiosity, does that count if it's other members of the cast and crew?
Yes, absolutely.
Noted.
Don't do these things.
Rory is not tall. Everything else, I'm going back to this, and not acknowledging what you said about my earlier comment, because I need to address this. Everything about Rory's character, hella up for interpretation. Different designs, love it. Give me. Short. She is short. I can't. There's no world in which Rory is over 5'4" at most.
Very, very good headcanon, thank you.
I hate you.
But yeah, it is.
God damn it!
6'1" Rory, amazing.
No.
Thank you. Really. If someone else doesn't draw this, I will. I'm gonna draw Rory just absolutely towering over everyone.
I'm not strong enough.
Fan art is in progress.
I'm not strong enough for this. Podcast canceled.
You cannot cancel the podcast.
Oh. I'm upset.
Good stream, everyone. Aaron is upset. We've succeeded.
I'm always upset.
I'm also emotionally attached. I really, really love this project. And it means a lot to me. And it means a lot to me that a lot of people are excited about it.
Yes.
and it's also super exciting to get to meet new people because of it. And we literally just released the new episode, the first episode, and we're already sort of, we're getting to exchange promos with people and get to listen to their work and get to share their work on the podcast and get to meet all sorts of new people. And we're so at the beginning of this. So I'm really excited to see where that continues to go. Because it is so much fun to get to know people already.
And it's also been great getting to come closer with people that we've already known through the tag and everything, through working on this. We actually met in person last month.
Yeah. Which is crazy because we've known each other for less than a year at that point.
Only barely, because
yeah. But yeah, it's Hades definitely, I know, means a lot to both of us. And honestly, there's no better feeling in the world to me than knowing that it means something to other people too.
Yeah, even this was, I know I said this last stream, but this podcast was started really for us because we wanted to do it. We wanted to make this content, even if it was literally just us that listened to it. And so the fact that the cast and the crew is so excited and on board for this, not to mention people outside of the tag and who work with us, that's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing. And again, there's nothing like working with people that you love, and people who are just as excited about the thing that you're doing as you are. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And that's on being two bitches with ADHD hyperfixating on it and writing 6 episodes within a week.
Yeah. We love this project a lot. For sure. And and we're still excited about it, and I think we're going to continue to be excited about it. I have been slowly working on scenes and ideas for later seasons, particularly season 2 right now. And I'm so excited for people to get to listen to them, and this is season 2, which is months and months away. We're not even close to that.
In progress for season 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, we very much are.
Yes. I have scenes constantly running through my brain.
I really love developing the characters and developing the relationships, but honestly, personally, most of my favorite scenes happen later on in the story once this sort of thing has been more developed, because I just love the character dynamics and relationships so much and where they lead. So I do love working on the first season, but I'm very, very excited to get to more of my favorite scenes as we get to know the characters more.
For sure. And I think it's super fun to see the characters not only develop, but then to see them in these more complex situations. And it's super fun to get to write situations. It's super fun to even just write those situations. and like I was saying, I have scenes constantly running through my brain. I write down little notes everywhere. Sometimes it's even just a single phrase or it's a couple of lines, but they just keep rumbling through my brain because there's so much to this story, and there's so much more to find, and I think people will find that this story is so much more than Knife Roomba. And while Knife Roomba is so enjoyable and holds such a special place in my heart, I think I'm excited for people to see the deeper layers of this, because I know what they are. So I'm excited for other people to get to see them as well.
We've spent, like, all of us have spent almost a year now working on these characters and this world and this story. I think I think we should make some edits. Maybe make the Knife Roomba a main character. I think. Who cares about the rest of the characters? It's just Knife Roomba.
We are. I'm nipping this in the bud. I do not want people to get their hopes up. As of current, Knife Roomba is not a reoccurring character.
You've got the idea.
Our ship captain absolutely not. We wouldn't want Aiden to be out of the job.
Well, that would be Madison, actually. Madison.
Oh, Captain Commander, same thing. Well, they're both lovely people.
I think we could have another honorary captain.
If anything, the Knife Roomba is a part of the engineering crew, since they made it. Which is unfortunate because Tanner is not a fan of it. This has just become Knife Roomba fan time.
It's what they deserve.
I mean, I do love the Knife Roomba. Don't get me wrong. I love the Knife Roomba. But I really don't want people to get their hopes up about Knife Roomba being super recurring.
Remove that J. Remove that J. Tanner is tired.
Tanner is, yeah, they do tend to be apathetic. And there is reason for that. That's sort of built into their character. They are not very good at expressing emotion.
They have them, for sure.
They do seem apathetic at best towards a lot of things.
At best. Oh? That's a good idea. I'm just saying, that's not a bad idea. Really channeling Tanner right now.
Wow, what a sentence. That is a sentence I just read, which I will read out loud, because I know some people, if they're rewatching this, won't look at chat. The sentence is, Knife Roomba comes back in the finale season to slay the BBG. Which,
No.
is a sentence.
I think that is a great foundation for a planet, actually.
Dogs is a good foundation for a planet. And mind you, we came up with the idea of Knife Roomba for our first episode, so clearly we're on a great track. We said, what could our first episode possibly be about? Naturally, a Roomba with knives strapped to it in space. Everyone wants to listen to that.
excited for episode 9, I believe, because I think it really encapsulates the energy of the Hades being both a comedy podcast and a horror podcast.
I was confused for a moment because I didn't remember what was in episode 9 because I don't know the words in my own podcast.
I don't either. But episode 9 I did write for the most part. And it holds a special place in my heart.
It is. I agree. That one's something. I agree. I'm also excited for all episodes. Yes. I was saying earlier, I just finished editing episode 2. Like, finished.
We'll be listening to and I'm very excited. And I'm so excited.
Yeah. And I'm very excited for people to get to listen to that next to me. The space horror!
The space horror is coming.
It is. I think it develops
more prevalent in like seasons 2 and 3. But 2 definitely.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's super fun. I think the horror develops in a way that kind of catches you off guard. I think
a lot of things in this podcast will catch you off guard.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think it develops in a way that is natural, but both, but at the same time, will catch you off guard. Things start happening, and they start happening pretty rapidly. Little horror in episode 8. I don't remember what episode 8. Oh, I do remember what episode 8 is. You're absolutely right. Sharing secrets in that. I'll message you.
I know what happens in my own podcast for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think every episode is amazing, and maybe I'm biased. I'm definitely biased. But there's a lot of fun stuff coming. Yeah. I love letting other people write episodes.
Yeah, we definitely...
Yeah, we're trying not to give spoilers since there's so much coming. Clearly there's a lot of voice actors / writers in the chat who know what's going on. So I appreciate them not giving spoilers and just being vague.
It's also hard because half the time we don't remember what's been put out and what hasn't been.
With the reference, it has been one episode we've put out. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
So there's really not much, and yet.
No, I'm helping produce this, and I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Which is super fun, and we're doing great.
The amount of times I've asked you, like, such basic goddamn questions about the podcast.
Same. That was me forgetting whole ass characters last stream.
Yes.
Because I definitely don't forget that the characters exist sometimes.
Ooh, that is a question.
So first, yes, Wolf holds such a special place in my heart. Yeah, I binged it in 4 days. It is chef's kiss. But besides that, my faves, and these are a little bit basic, but for sure the Magnus Archives. The Penumbra podcast is another really big one, which has some really awesome queer representation, so I highly recommend that if you haven't listened to it.
I think Penumbra is always going to be...
Yes,
Welcome to Night Vale. I think Penumbra is always going to be a little bit extra special to me because that is actually where the Hades tag started, through a group of people
strangely enough.
through a group of people in the Penumbra Discord. And that's actually where I met Jupiter.
Yes. But yeah, yes, we do love polyamory.
No
Lord Aram, my fucking beloved.
Not to spoil anything, but we do have some polyam rep later on.
We do, yes.
Yeah, we have a rep for most things.
Yes. It is, it's definitely hard to see from the first episode, but there's definitely a lot of queer representation, and it's just scattered throughout it. Very clearly in the first episode. Go ahead.
Like, off the top of my head, we've got non-binary, bisexual, asexual, polyamorous, transmasc, probably.
Yes.
Probably more I'm forgetting.
Yeah. And we really strive to include a lot of different characters. And which is great because the people who developed those characters made them super awesome.
Boy.
Yes, neurodivergent characters. I could talk about this all day. Most importantly, and this is one that's very important to me and something that isn't really said explicitly in the podcast and probably won't be, but something that I've tried to make explicit without saying it. So number one, Dr. Tanner, my love, they are canonically autistic. So there's that. Dr. Lucien Franklin is also autistic, I believe.
Yes.
And there are, I believe, a couple characters who are ADHD.
Rory and Lucien are ADHD. Honestly, most of the characters are neurodivergent in some way or another. Some are definitely more explicit than others. But there's, especially as the podcast goes on, there's also definitely Rory in particular, because I can speak the most about her. She has depression, PTSD, ADHD, and probably some level of anxiety, because I project on her. So,
yeah, basically, yes. Tons of queer characters, tons of neurodivergent characters. Basically, what we strive to do is not necessarily say it outright. And while that is appreciated, we do love that. I think it's very fun to sort of imply it in a way that is explicit without saying it. Because I know that's the representation that I like to see. And obviously we're here confirming it. Like, yes, these characters are weird. Yes, these characters are neurodivergent. But yes, make it normal.
It's just a fact. It's just a fact that it's... What's this? It's not like a huge character plot point or anything. It's just... Yeah.
That's the thing about the Hades, is these people have so much going on that
being queer and neurodivergent is the least of their worries.
That is the least of their worries on this journey, I think. Are they things that are still inherently important to their characters and how they react to things? Absolutely. And and we try to make that apparent through their actions and what they say.
Yes. And like definitely, it's brought up more in later seasons, but we definitely, like them being queer and neurodivergent has affected their storylines as well, which you will see as we delve more into character backstories and whatnot. But it's definitely something that has affected some of them pretty drastically, some not so much.
I am also very excited. I absolutely love talking about these characters. And I'm excited that people want to know more about them, and I need to stop myself from giving so many spoilers. I am rife with words, and I cannot say them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I know it's you. Hi, Izzy.
Hi.
Yeah, it's tough. Because again, we have episodes planned out pretty much through the end of it, which theoretically is going to be 4 seasons.
Theoretically, I believe we have.
Your whole Discord is open right now.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah, I can see it.
Did I fix it?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways,
I know how technology works. I forgot what I was saying.
But yeah, we have episodes planned out through.
What I was saying is
theoretically.
Yes.
Season 4. So, which is thrilling and amazing.
It also has been something that we have discussed we have discussed. I have mentioned spin-offs before.
Proposal right now in the stream. Knife Roomba spin-off.
I'm looking.
This is how Knife Roomba can still win. Come play Knife Roomba!
Okay, but
I will just play as a Knife Roomba, don't test me.
Knife Roomba squared?
Oh.
No, you play Knife Roomba, I'll play the lab skeleton.
Oh! And yet again we end up role-playing a couple. Except this time it's a Roomba and a skeleton.
I mean, we said we got it.
You may not understand that Aaron and I have a tendency of making OCs and then accidentally end up dating in every single universe that we make.
I think we have done it intentionally, like 2 or 3 times, and we've been in at least like what, 5, 6 different OC tags.
It's more than that.
It's more than that. Yeah, it probably says something about us, but neither of us are acknowledging it.
Yeah.
We did say now at this point we have to hit all of the tropes, so I mean like Knife Roomba and lab skeleton, I do believe, is its own sort of trope.
Yeah, shipping is valid. I'm actually excited to see
Yes.
who people ship in the Hades, because you've got a lot of characters and they're all very queer. Because we know where relationships are going, but other people don't. So it's going to be interesting to see what other people think.
Yep.
Yeah, we have discussed crack ships, and I'm very scared to see any of those.
All I am going to say is Rory is very shippable. Because I don't think I can say the actual words on Twitch.
Oh, we can't say it on Twitch? No!
I'm not sure. So I'm going to test it.
I'm so upset by that. Join our Discord for me. Join our Discord if you're not already in it, and I will say it right now.
It rhymes with pace gore. Are you just gonna drop?
Or rather, if you're gonna just, yeah, I'm just gonna drop it.
No context. But yes, Rory is canonically a bicycle.
There we go. I'm very sad that we can't say that on Twitch.
I am not sure. We might be able to, but she does hook up.
Yeah, loves the bicycles medias. Yeah.
She does hook up with 4 people so far on the Hades.
Is that a spoiler? I think that's a spoiler.
Well, nah. I mean,
as of episode 1, Rory has not hooked up with anyone, for the record. Unless I'm wrong about that, in which case I will see myself out.
No, we're only on day 17 in episode 1. She has not,
See, that's actually the fun thing.
Oh, Rory has hooked up with people before the journey, but not with any of the people on the Hades.
But yeah, so that's actually something that's pretty interesting, I think, and that isn't super apparent, but is definitely important to the story, is that the crew doesn't really know each other at all prior to liftoff. You would expect for them to have met beforehand, and they have not. They are sort of starting fresh together.
They meet for the first time on boarding, I think.
Yeah, they do. Which is fun and spicy.
It definitely leaves... Oh? Don't be shy.
Oh, I would love to hear all of your theories. Don't be shy. Drop them in Discord immediately. But yeah, so it's very fun.
It's very fun because you get to watch the relationships as they develop.
Yeah. And that's something that's also really fun about it, is, again, we do get to basically start zero with them, which is really fun, because you really do get to see their entire relationship develop.
And it definitely develops.
they do indeed develop. It's a great time. For sure. And I'm very excited for people to get to see it because I love developing the characters. I'm excited for people to see
the
characters
dynamics and character relationships. So good. That's honestly gotta be my favorite part. It's like, because all of the characters were made by different people. They're all so different but fully developed, and like they have their own stories that we get to explore and tell, and it's very fun.
It's really fun. It's super exciting, and I'm really excited for people to again form their own theories and opinions on these characters as they get to them develop, because we know them fully developed and we know their whole stories and sort of where they go. So I think it's going to be fun to see how people see them from the get-go, because I think it's going to be very different.
We mostly...
Ooh, yeah! Let me see that theory, baby!
I like that a lot.
I'm not going to say any words, but thank you for your theories.
Good theory.
And
that's
not in a way. I'm not saying that in a. I'm not saying that in a "you're right, haha" way. I'm saying that in a way as if I literally cannot say a single word about this, or else I will give things away.
Yes.
So thank you for your theories.
Good theory.
I'll say anything.
Like it very much. I will say though that we don't have the whole story developed. So depending on some of y'all's theories, if you do drop them in the Discord, it is possible we could be like, ooh, that's a good idea. And steal that.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, and that's something that I actually do really appreciate in storytelling, is a lot of people, especially nowadays, tend to shy away from going where people's theories go. But that's actually one of the greatest things about writing, is if you drop the right hints, people are going to know what's happening, and it's going to be satisfying because they figured it out.
Yeah. Bye!
Have a lovely night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah, Michael, I'm actually really interested to see how people see Thea as well. She's such a fun character. She is so fun. Well, I mean, personality-wise, not so fun, but like, I think she's fun.
I fucking adore her.
Yeah, it's very good. She is mysterious. I love her very much. Thea, my beloved.
I'm very excited to explore more with Thea. And especially her relationships later on, because I think that's very interesting. Her dynamics with people.
Yeah, for sure.
I think right about now is when we were planning on wrapping up. Does anyone else have any more questions before we hop off?
Yeah, I dig it.
Alright. Thank you guys for joining us.
Bye.